YouTube, if you're watching this, I'm currently camping right now somewhere in the mountains of Colorado, but you are currently watching part 2 of the tournament that I put on with 32 of your favorite streamers. If you didn't watch part 1, you should definitely watch it. Otherwise, I'm not really going to give much of an explanation for you because you should have already watched part 1. If you didn't know, there's 32 players that are on different teams, 8 teams of 4, and they're going head to head to head to head to try to beat each other in the game. It's kind of like a speedrunning mixed with a difficulty game. Difficulty challenge. They're basically trying to take the hardest routes possible while also playing as fast as possible. And yeah, I put this on with Ots Darva and a big crew over at LVT and with DSA manning the Discord, its whole production crew. If you want to see a video of me breaking down how much this entire tournament cost, I'd really appreciate you just saying so in the comments or just typing Fiki. Okay, I'll see you tomorrow. Mwah. Are we ready to get into the next round and reveal what the seed is? That first seed was Devour the Tower. And this second one was one that I was looking for specifically for a really long time.
And?
It might be lying, or it might be not. But the second seed is called Vaku Incoming.
Ooh. So
does that mean that we're seeing Vaku? Or am I lying through my fucking teeth?
Is there any obvious downside to not having a variety of characters available? Is there any downside that maybe
if you don't play a character that starts with weakening? So that's why I think that the Silent still might be the pick that a lot of people play, is simply because not having weakening can cause everybody in your team to take damage. And we are off letting the players get into Act 2. We're starting in the Overgrowth this time. We are starting in the Overgrowth, so we're going to have to see where people do decide to go. The pathing here is going to be rather interesting.
What do your Hawkeyes see here? Now, in case you've never seen this game play out before, Slay the Spire requires you to climb floors. Every floor is a room. It could have a shop if you have some money. It could have an event that has a mix of positive and negative effects and random chance. It could have a combat. It could also have an elite, which is a harder combat that gives a bigger reward, but also often takes a big chunk of your health, as well as campfires. In campfires, you can have the choice to upgrade your cards, which makes them permanently stronger, or rest to replenish your health. Your health does not replenish between fights, only between acts. And at the end of each act, a big, tough fight. And the one that we have right now, if I'm not mistaken, is... I can barely see it.
I believe it should be the Ceremonial Beast, the big deer.
That's right.
Yeah. The players are offered early on in this run by taking an event. They are offered a number of things. I'm curious as to what people took here. If we can jump into anybody's streams, if anybody took some extra strikes and defends. Now, that's something that I really expected a lot of people to want to take here is from Switch here. That little scroll that he has as his relic bar, that gives you a choice of multiplayer cards to add to your deck.
Ooh, maybe I will do a little bit of digging and figure out which ones he has picked.
There it is. Huddle up. All players get to draw cards. That's really good, especially on the Ironclad, who loves to have really, really, really big hands. Yeah.
Oh yeah. And he also enchanted it with Zone, which makes it give you energy back, making it an always play insta pick. So far, I think your guess was correct. We're seeing a lot of Ironclads, right?
Yeah. Are there any teams that aren't playing the Ironclad? If we can find one, I'm curious as to what they ended up playing.
Now, some of these first fights follow a very simple formula. Enemies attack, you block whatever you can, you damage as much as you can, and they play in a very predictable manner. But starting on fight number 4, the pool of fights gets harder and harder. And also, our characters here will only get stronger if they get relics and good cards, and you get more of those if you fight elites, the really tough fights. And we're going to keep a close eye to see which team fights an elite first. We're hearing quite a bit of
production. We're hearing every stream's voice right now. Let's go. I got blasted for a second.
We have a first, by the way, a first elite being taken off, and it is the statue. What can you tell us about it, and can we have a look at it?
So this guy is actually really good in multiplayer. This guy has the buff or the debuff, I guess you can say. From Slay the Spire 1 that the head had, which was slow. Every time that you play a card, they take 10% more damage for that turn, and it compounds. And it's every single time that anybody on your team plays a card. So it very, very, very rapidly scales what you
Wow,
can
they make
do.
quick work of it. Yeah, that looked like a breeze.
Yeah. We do have one team, though, that is playing the silent. Maybe if we can jump over to them real quick. I'm curious as to exactly how they're going to tackle it, because they are literally the only team that decided to play the silent.
It
The
seems that
only
way,
team.
yeah.
And I want to follow them closely for the rest of the run. I did just notice that Team Japanese Export, they just fought over a card or a relic at the chest. Maybe there's a little turmoil going on in that team. They just both fought over the ornamental fan. That's kind of crazy.
Really good.
That's kind of nuts.
Yes, when picking rewards, people have to make their minds up of who gets who. And typically, it is a really easy idea. Give this to the attacker, give this to that. But now they're all playing the same character, so it's really not super obvious which relic should go to whom's.
Yeah. And this is going to be Opum's team with the underdog Scootish on it that have all played this. They're all playing the silent. I'm really curious as to why this is. If maybe this is just a character that Scootish is going to be more comfortable on. But I can give you some insight because I've been following in the team chats very closely. Is that a lot of players have been talking to speedrunners of this game and getting the word that the silent is probably one of the fastest characters to play. But does that translate into this brand new patch?
Multiplayer.
And also to multiplayer, but also this brand new patch. Does it matter?
Yeah.
We did see, though, that Scootish does already have... Excuse me.
We did see that a fast team that dies at the final boss loses any and all advantage. So yeah, the first threat, of course, is Aeon Glass. We did see, by the way, Team Scootish has a flanking already.
Yes, in which is going to contradict what that chatter just said, where Silent has very few vulnerable. Silence got better than vulnerable, bud. Flanking, if multiple players can get it, is absolutely incredible. This is an event that I really like, by the way. This, you could decide either to upgrade a card and heal, which I think Scooter should do here. He's a little bit low, or you can enchant a card with Sown, where the first time that the first time you play it, it gives you 1 energy. It's quite strong. All right, jumping around, we might have gotten a little behind from just a little bit of a lag spike, but I'm really excited to see their silent team be able to take on whatever the heck they have going on. Smash Bros looking like they're going maybe a little bit faster here in this round. Maybe they caught their speed, caught their wind, playing more comfortable characters maybe, or found something really broken in OP and are able to play a little bit faster maybe. I don't know, but maybe they figured it out. They did still get a lot of points last round. So if they can figure out how to play faster this round, it's going to be insane. It's going to be really good.
So as we mentioned earlier, players are looking to play the first stack very carefully because it is a genuine source of death if taken incorrectly and taken lightly. I think you would agree that the Overgrowth is generally easier than the alternative act, right? The one that we just saw in the previous round.
The Overgrowth is going to be easier because, if I'm honest, most people play like they're playing Hearthstone and they're just wanting to, as the word says, smork. They want to just hit enemies. And the Underdogs has a lot of enemies, especially the elites, that require you to do the opposite. They require you to actually play defensive. But the Overgrowth benefits people that just want to smack things. I mean, you look at the boss right now, it has a point in the fight that if you get it to under that HP, the boss actually gets easier. The boss stuns itself, and then I think that the second half of that fight, unless you're 1 HP, really isn't that dangerous. Where it will give you ringing where you can only play one card a turn.
Walk us through the second phase of the ceremonial beast that we're witnessing on the top right of the screen right now. What is the main gimmick of this fight?
Yeah, so they will constantly deal slightly more and more damage every single turn until you get them below a little bit of a threshold. And then once you get them below that threshold, every few turns they give you ringing, which means that you can only play one card for that turn. You are required to only play one card for that turn. But it really just never matters because they don't hit you very hard. They hit you for like 17 damage. So if you're not 1 HP, you can see they're getting to Act 2 just fine. The only person that's low on their team is Switch. But we saw Switch's deck. He's got an Unrelenting, which makes their next attack cost 0, and a Bludgeon. He's the heavy hitter on their team. He's saying, I'm willing to take a lot of damage in order to make sure that my team gets over the finish line. And I think he's going to be able to do that well. Now, here's for the Ancients. We are going to see people have the ability to take the brightest flame. Are you familiar with what the brightest flame does?
Yes, it gives you a little bit of energy, a little bit of draw, but at the cost, permanent cost of lowering your maximum HP. And that, to an immediate beginner, sounds really, really scary. Beautiful elephant, by the way. But
really
is
solid.
maximum HP really that big of a deal in this context?
I think that a lot of people, when they first start playing Slay the Spire 2, they see Brightest Flame and they think, oh my god, it's going to take 1 max HP every single time I use it. On average, you're going to lose like 25 to 40 max HP towards the end of the run. But the fact that it can give you 3 energy and draw 3 every single time you play it, and there's no amount of times that you can play it in a single fight, it is incredibly strong. I mean, look at it here. He draws it in his opening hand, and then he doesn't play it because he's an idiot. If he had played it, though, it would have been way better for him to do it. Everybody go to Quinn's stream and type Olm in his chat, please. To not play it, instead to exhaust it? Why'd you even take the card, man?
Listen. We don't understand the process, but we allow it to continue regardless. This Katara is a really interesting...
are an enigma.
She's a very interesting ancient because many of her choices are very run defining. She also has one that can be offered that locks your entire team, not just you, your entire team, into a single path into Act 2, which I guess removes some decision making and streamlines the process, but also adds a few floors that could be slower.
Do you think that would be beneficial for a team to play? Because I have
no idea.
I have an opinion on that, and that opinion is that I think it makes it a lot easier because there's a number of things that Golden Compass adds. One of them is the fact that any question mark room you go into has a pseudo Juzu bracelet, the relic that makes your the question mark rooms never a fight.
Combats.
So the fact that you know you're never going to get fights is better. And some people might be like, oh, you get 1 less elite, which technically in the scoring value of this tournament is a thing. But you do get an extra chest. So you're not necessarily losing out on the amount of relics that you would get throughout an act. You basically get like a free elite that just gives you, you know, it just technically doesn't give you points in the game. But I'm curious.
If one less person dies because of that, that's kind of
exactly. Team Smash Bros. Getting to the final boss of Act 1 here. Got the Eternal Feather to heal up. Also has a Not Yet, which is a new card that was just added. And I question whether or not this was added because the Mega Crit devs were watching me when I was first playing Slay the Spire 2 and I couldn't stop stimming saying Not Yet. You ever watch the movie Real Steel with Hugh Jackman?
Oh, is that the one where he has some kind of robot that he controls from under the ring?
He's like boxing with robots. I there's a scene where he's like taking a bunch of punches and the kid that is with him is like, fight back, and he keeps looking over at him and he goes, not yet. And I said it about 750 times in the first week of Slay the Spire 2 coming out, and the devs told me that they watched my oh my can we get a replay on that? What the heck just happened? My god.
Yes, yet it turns out.
Yes, they did it. Wow. Wow, that is incredible. They just did an insane amount of damage in like 2 seconds. And now here they are going into Act 2. Jackie's team also finishing up the final boss in around 10 minutes. I think that's a pretty good time. I think 10 minutes to finish the
quite solid.
Yeah, you've got an hour and 5 minutes to finish the rest of the run. I think it's a-okay. Yeah, I think it's a-okay. Chat is telling me that Ludwig might be the carry for his team. If Ludwig ends up being the carry for his team, no, I'm not gonna. I was gonna say I'd eat my own shoe, but I like my shoes. They're pretty good, and they're brand new. But either way, it looks like whatever the Ironclads have been rolling is working. So the Ironclad may have been the pick unknowingly. Because the Ironclad is obviously going to be strong, but is it strong because of the Ironclad or is it strong because of RNG and the things that people have taken? Unsure. I'm really curious to see how this Silent team is doing because right now it doesn't look like they're doing all that well. The Silent is a character that
been depleted quite a bit.
Yeah. The Silent is not necessarily the strongest character early on, especially in the Overgrowth, like we talked about. The Overgrowth is the act where you want to hit things, and the Underdogs is the act where you want to block things. And they rolled the act that you want to hit things. So they're not
Yeah.
as good as doing that until they get a couple of cards. So do they end up able to get through this act without a death is going to be honestly pretty important.
Yeah. They probably will have to prioritize healing in the next campfire, and that down the line means less upgrades and a bit of a lackluster deck that might struggle against the Act 2 boss, for example. But they are about to rest if they so choose.
I want to point something out here. Ludwig's
Yeah.
team took the Golden Compass. They have the singular path on their map.
Wait, no, Ludwig just took a curse!
He chose to do that too. Oh my
He
God,
did
what a fucking bozo.
Yeah,
Production,
I
if I
think
can go into their
Ludwig's-
chat really quickly and just make fun of them, I would absolutely love to. That
That's
would
really
be
sad.
just wonderful. I would love to just be able to call that dude a bozo in real time. But either way, he quite
Yeah,
literally
he saw
clicked
the
on that curse.
the purple frame of the card, and he must have thought, "Wait, purple rarity? That must be higher than rare. This must be amazing, guys. Hold up, I found something crazy." And instead, he's now stuck with a card that he does not want, that is going to debuff him every time, and it seems to be one of 3 curses in his deck. Oh, that stings.
Nice shackling potion.
Yeah. Not epic indeed. He has 2 curses in his deck. Chat was saying that he might be the carry, but
Just hit stuff.
oh my God.
It sucks too because he had a power that
Hey,
deals more damage,
Ludwig,
and it's against the one
you think
enemy
that
that has a
purple was a
cap
new rarity?
of how much damage you can deal to it per turn,
Buddy,
of exactly
I gotta
9 per attack.
Dude, we're going.
I just want to let you guys
So,
know
yeah, we're gonna
that he
see
saw the
him
top of the curse
use
card and then he
Whirlwind
decided
here.
to click on it. He clicked on the bottom half.
stressed out. Let me play.
Nice, that does seem to maybe take care of the one in the
All right,
back.
good luck.
Jesus
What are you
Christ.
thinking
Oh
about,
my
Ludwig?
That should be a
God.
DQ,
Oh my
Do not
God.
use bash. Do not use bash. There we go.
And then he decided to click on it. He clicked on the bottom half. Oh, that is too good. It's the best part is that we're on a slight delay, so I get to watch it back in real time and just see him get mad at me. Oh my God. And this is actually an interesting enemy for these ironclads. They're really strong, so they're getting through it with ease. But these enemies can only take 9 damage in a single hit, and almost all of the ironclad teams have taken gigabox cards that just
Yes.
deal 1 billion damage in one hit, but it's reduced to 9 all the less. But they're broken enough that it doesn't really matter all that much.
Right. So let me ask you a question. This is the second time that we are in Act 2, and our boss is once again the demon. The knowledge demon.
Yeah.
The knowledge demon. Now, other than getting all of the books in his garage, what exactly do you do to prepare for this boss?
You get ready to take a little bit of damage because as it gets later and later into the fight, you're pretty much guaranteed it. But just for a moment here, we do need to look at Type 1 if Scootish is greater than Frost Prime because they do look like they're getting a little bit down to the wire here in terms of damage.
Yeah.
They are, unfortunately, if we can look at somebody else's perspective and not Scootish's, he is covering up all of the team's HPs. But
We only know that he himself is basically down to 1/3 HP, right? No strength, no powers, no visible advantages on his side of the board at least. And the beast is looking mighty powerful with still maybe 2/3 of its health left. It is soon to be stunned. Oh, we just went ahead a bit on time. We are seeing a POB with less delay. And we see that flanking did do a bit of damage there. They might finish it, but Scootish could take it down
Scootish is
here.
looking
Only
a little bit
one
low.
card
And
now.
does he realize what this turn is, what the ringing is, and that he should only play 1 good card? He blocks for 5, and it's probably going to be enough for this turn, but it's not looking good for next turn, and the turn after that, and the turn after that. If they can't get through. What
Please
this enemy
give some
wants to
strength to
do.
Scootish right now. Type some +1 decks in the chat right now. Boof, give him some kind of buff.
His block goes up to 19. He's safe for this turn, and they're probably going to kill because next turn the enemy does not do anything damage-wise, so you're pretty okay.
If only that worked, fellas. If only that worked.
Yeah, I think it was actually chat there that kept everybody alive. They kept him
Yep.
alive. I don't think it was anything else. So next turn they can only play
silent
1
team.
card again, and they are going to be hit for just slightly more damage. But will
100 health,
it-
though, is now within range of maybe a good flanking turn. But remember, only 1 card per.
Only 1 card.
person.
He blocks for 11. You have more than 4 HP.
Insane.
He has 5.
He has exactly
Yes.
16 HP, and they did weaken him. Okay, that's really fucking good. He's just barely living this. Yeah, he's He's just barely making it out of here. Yeah, unfortunately, Scootish is in the past. Scootish is definitely...
I love the fact, by the way, that we did not use the flex potion to do more damage during the flanking. We actually just saved it. We are actually saving resources possibly on this team. That might help a little bit later in Act 2.
Okay, does Scootish get rid of the right card here in order to be able to play Flechettes? Nope, he gets rid of
He does
Flechettes
not
instead.
play Flechettes.
That was the bad card there.
that-
That was the bad card. That was the bad card. Yeah. Shouldn't be
Okay.
doing that.
It's okay, guys. Alternative strategies. It's RNG manipulation, okay? It's RNG manipulation. Anytime we see something we don't understand, we chalk it up to, oh, this is going to help down the line. You just don't understand how yet.
Scootish is living with 1 HP. He's clapping it along. He's
Yeah,
feeling
he's-
like the goat that he is.
Alright, then I'm blocking, right?
Now, remember, even if he is left with 1 HP, between acts, characters are healed to what, 80% of the remaining HP or 75%? And it seems like they just managed to make it. 3 really fun options here. Which one do you think?
I mean, his
Is
team is
maybe the
all
simplest.
silent. If he's not taking the accelerant, I think he's probably going to be playing incorrectly. They did have poison on that team. I think that is a misplay. Absolutely. That seems not good. We do
Especially with fumes,
Wait
it
a
does
minute
make
here.
it run away really quickly.
Can we jump into Elephant Sanctuary again? Because they're at the Act 2 boss about to kill it. They just
No, wait, they
took
just
it down.
finished it.
They're once again clearly in the lead. Clearly in the lead. Will we be seeing Vaku? Will we see
Now, one
Vaku
thing-
in the Vaku incoming seed? But are they going to
One thing
once
that's
again...
really interesting is they're really comfortable going low on HP.
Yeah.
We see a Fiend Fire be taken, a card that will burn all their cards. That's really, really good for Stars Effects. And we do see Baku!
He's here! Vaku has
Okay.
arrived. It was not a lie. I was just plugging in seeds left and right, and I was like, what if I just ask the game? I was literally like,
Okay.
I wanted to see a Vaku for this round, because I think when everybody plays the same character, if you play the wrong character, you can really get punished by Vaku. And I was literally just like, what if I just asked the game to give me Vaku? And it did! First try!
This is fascinating, Frost. We had someone pick the Whispering Earring, which plays the first turn for you, and we're seeing that right now.
Karis. And then he goes, watch, he says, that's better. Like
But
you
we
just
also
fucking,
saw
it's like you just
several
pissed in your
people-
fucking mouth, dude.
Sorry, guys.
Oh, that's better.
Okay, I need you to riddle me this because I'm really, really, really confused. Some folks, including Jason, snap picked the Choices Paradox relic that gives you a random card at the start that retains itself. How good is that?
It's actually 1 out of 5 cards. So it's like a big
Yes, you have to choose.
option. You get to choose a card every fight. I think it allows you to be dynamic and take what is a best option for every single fight. I think it's unbelievably strong. One of the best relics that you could find in Slay the Spire 1 was a shop relic called Toolbox that was at the start of every combat. Get to choose between 1 of 3 colorless cards. That shit
That
was
still
amazing.
exists, right?
Does it? I don't. Oh, yes, it does. Yes, it does. Yes, it does. Yeah, it's just obviously you don't see it quite as often because you take a little bit less shops. Speaking of winning the Act 2 boss, though, Smash Bros. That finished clearly in last place are not in last place right now.
In crazy, crazy good shape as well, by the way.
Not yet.
What's happening here?
They're doing really fucking good. Finishing Act 2. They're not quite in the lead, but they're not very far behind. They really could jump in front if they end up winning this after practicing 0 times, by the way. Because
Does it mean
Ludwig
talent
isn't playing that game. He does way
beats
too many other
hard work?
things. Crimson Blur grinds this game nonstop, but not multiplayer. Stans was doing a League of Legends week all week. And Nick isn't a streamer. Falco's not a streamer. He doesn't. He's just a podcast guy. Literally, like his card said, he's a white dude with a podcast. I mean, he's probably been playing offline, but maybe not multiplayer. I don't imagine that they've been doing all that much practice. So, yeah, and they're literally taking that right side path that has the most amount of question marks in 2 shops. Which normally in a run, if you take 2 shops, it's not going to be that good. But in this, you can just take a free floor and just know that you're not going to take damage. You might not get anything good. And now we're back on the team Jackie that is still in Act 2.
What comes out to you in this shop?
I mean, too late now. We're out of the woods and following everybody around, just kind of cleaning their way through Act 2. everybody's getting a lot of really good things. You're seeing a lot of big attacks for these ironclads, along with multiple pen nibs, I believe I've seen. I know that Japanese Exports has it, and he's probably the host of his lobby, so there's probably another person on other teams that has the pen nib, as well as now you saw Bree just getting it. Comet Bagel's team is now into Act 2 as well with Scootish. The Silence, will they be able to do better in Act 2? Getting the 1 HP in Act 1, but again, they are playing the scaling character. So if anybody's going to do better as the team goes on, it's going to be the Silence. It's just whether or not they picked the wrong character. Now we're going to be taking a look at Jackie's team, Ascension 11, taking on the Act 2 boss. The Knowledge Demon really has not posed a threat because the Knowledge Demon is a scaling boss. If you can kill him within 3 to 4 or 5 turns, he's fine. If you get to that second debuff where he has to apply a second round of damage every turn to you, but that was 82 damage times 4. Like, that was turn 1, man. He did that on turn fucking 1. Mon, send the Pinkertons.
And we have a colorless scroll to draw a lot. That's Stoke right now could create a billion different cards with a billion different things. So, and let's not forget, we have Eternal Strikes, by the way,
right,
from the Nutritious Soup, which I'm guessing is a plan with maybe Hellraiser in mind. Oh, either way, it just went so quick, and a fairy in a bottle there is a nice little bit of insurance.
It looks like a lot of these teams are doing is exactly what I thought. They're trying to stack up a copious amount of vulnerable on the enemy, and then playing a singular card that says, gain as much strength as this enemy that you're looking at has vulnerable. And if you are able to Molten Fist to double and then double and then double and then double the vulnerable, they're getting 40 strength on turn 1 and then able to just wipe out the enemies. I mean, it's not even close. This seed apparently is the most broken seed.
Oh, there we go. Yeah, it's precisely for that reason that they choose the Preserved Fog to get to remove several cards. We see the Dominate there. We see the sources of vulnerable and the Molten Fish, which doubles the vulnerable, as you said. What does he get rid of here?
I mean, you're probably just going to get rid of starter cards here.
Wow, look at that. Bludgeon goes out of the... Bludgeon was really good early on. It did a lot of damage.
Yeah,
but now
maybe
with a
now they're
billion
trying
strength,
to...
you just don't need it.
Exactly. That's a really good opinion, actually. Yeah, now that he has the conflagration that just does AoE multi-attack, and it's probably going to be dealing more damage than a 3-mana bludgeon at some point. Yeah, there's just no point. Can we go and take another look at Scootish's team real quick that is currently at a shop in Act 2? I mean, what does their team have that's really going for them that's gonna speed up everything that's going on? Because again, Scootish took a very defensive card after Act 1. I'm worried that they haven't taken anything. I mean, you want to go faster in the game. What is the card that he skipped? Accelerant. That literally says go faster. It's literally the go faster card, and he didn't take it. So I think that they might be stabbing themselves in the foot here. There's still 4 floors left in Act 2.
Quite fortunate to get a Shuriken, however, which is a card that you're very, very, very happy to see on this character.
Yeah, I mean, if you're building
since
the
you
right
will be
things,
able to trigger it, and it's positive, permanent effects every single time you play, for example, 3. But now we have a boss that's quite the opposite, by the way. A boss that punishes you by giving you tons of status cards every single attack. And we're already seeing from the POV of our silent player that the dazes are accumulating quickly. I would like to see this. I think this fight could actually be a massive.
Yeah, the silent really is not going to be able to deal well with the Act 2 elites. Both the B guy against Shivs giving you 1,000 dazes, and also that prism that's going to scale massively if you continuously play a bunch of skills. So I think that, again, like I said, the silent might have seemed like the good character before this patch, but the patch that literally came out on Friday buffed the hell out of a bunch of enemies. So yeah, I think they're going to struggle a little bit. I really am curious if they're going to take... I don't think anybody's going to die here necessarily. It's just whether or not they're going to make it out in their entire lives.
We might need to refresh, by the way.
Every time we go to
because I think he's like a minute behind everybody else. He's like living in the past somehow. Somebody go back and tell him what he should do with the knowledge that we have right now. He's a time traveler right now. Amazing things happening in this tournament, folks.
Kill?
But yeah, we couldn't have put it better ourselves. It's really not looking good. This is going to be an attack coming up that will do so much damage. You see 24
damage. How many statuses and useless cards they draw. Do they have enough to kill?
Yes.
Probably
It
here.
might
Acrobatics
maybe
is
use
down.
a potion.
Should I color?
Yeah.
Ooh,
Can y'all block?
I think you do
Come
pop
on.
that colorless pot. Yeah.
I'm 16.
The huddle up seems really good here.
Wait, no!
That's not enough damage. Unless somebody else has any damage.
17?
They throw
Oh,
it.
the
Yep, they've got a
potion!
little boom boom. Nice, nice, nice. Okay, had to use probably one more potion than necessary, but that huddle up might have also just drawn two more
Dude, I got out.
more statuses.
No, so
You
it
know.
worked out. In retrospect, that was honestly good enough.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's really, really nice.
I'm living in
If you look at, there's 3 teams in the bottom of your screens that are now into triple-digit points.
on someone because I have bellows.
Wow.
These guys aren't even at the Act 2 boss, and there are multiple teams that are about to fight the Act 3 boss. And this is the team that was 457 damage, by the way. He's got 299 strength.
300 strength.
Chudwig is doing incredible. I will admit now that, you know, after the seeds have been revealed, one of the seeds was originally going to be Lolcal Ludwig, but then it turned out that too many Act 3 ancients were giving us tanks, so I had to take that seed out. And it was apparently right, because he is not looking like a Lolcal today. He is looking incredible, probably in the 1,000-pound club today.
How do you even lose this? And they also got
There
the
is no
Gurgia,
losing
which
this.
allows them
There is no
allows them
losing
to
this.
get
He's-
even extra strength going on.
Yeah, there's no losing this. I just want to sit here and I want to watch the carnage because it's going to be beautiful. He's got mad science right now that's dealing 23 times 3 on turn 1.
I have multifist too. Don't kill. Don't kill. Don't
Yeah.
kill.
He's literally, you hear that? They're literally saying, don't
Yeah.
kill, don't kill. That is their problem right now. Their problem is that they're killing too fast. And the reason why they don't want to kill is because, again, they scale off of strength, off of how much vulnerable this enemy has. You see those dominates. Literally, Ludwig just got 80 plus,
Was that a bit too
92
early?
strength. And
Was that a
now,
little early?
wait, is Ludwig about to die? Did they fuck up? Did they mess up? They need to kill here.
Okay, someone kill him then.
They need to kill, they need to kill, they need to kill, they need to kill. He's got an expect to fight. It's not going to give him any energy. They do. Oh my God, I thought we were just about to eat our words and it was going to be Lolcal Lud. Just barely. Oh my God, my balls were in my throat. He's got the apparitions though, so he shouldn't take much more damage for the rest of the combat.
I'll play
228 damage on that bully.
I kill. I think I kill.
Because a bully doesn't bully you once, Tots.
Molten fist, right? I mean, okay, don't kill.
Excuse me?
Because a bully doesn't bully you just once. They're going to bully you at least 228 times.
It is thematic. Yeah, no, that's really good. With the dress, the apparitions basically allow him to also be intangible for a little while. Although I
But
think that's gonna start to
He
come back
didn't
to him.
play the second apparition that was in his hand. So now he might take a little bit of damage and get quite low
you
before
hate to
going into the
see
Aeon
it.
Glass.
Yeah, he did not draw
And he's just
any
he just
defensive
threw a potion.
cards.
He threw a potion that he thought was going to weaken the enemy when one of his allies had already weakened the enemy. That's minus
Yeah,
one
it's doing
potion,
nothing. But
and
he might
minus
as well throw it.
half
It's
of
like-
his current
it's-
HP. He's panicking.
Okay,
He-
apparition here is huge.
Yeah. Unless he just, what if he just doesn't play all the right cards? Because again, he's panicking.
No, I have 2 apparitions.
Oh no!
He panics.
Ayabash.
He
I think that
panics.
apparition maybe needed to be played. It's
No,
now gonna be
He's only
lost.
taking 1 damage. He's only taking 1 damage. Somebody reduce the strength.
I might be stronger than
Yeah, but look at his draw pile. He's got 17 cards there. It's going to take him about 17 business years before he gets to the next apparition.
I think
And
they
in the
kill.
next turn,
I think they're gonna kill within the next, because this turn you don't have to worry about any damage. I think that they're gonna be okay.
I'm gonna kill him the first thing.
They've got to
we
kill.
are
They've
looking
got
at
to
a
kill here. He's got a big bully. He's got a
30-minute
huge
timer,
bully.
by the way.
There it is.
Oh my god. And clean work. That is actually so impressive.
Yeah.
A normal any percent low ascension speedrun is about 5 minutes.
And look,
Some of the fastest A20 speedruns are 10.
the Smash Bros are going into the final fight.
Phones down.
And there is the Silent team just starting the Act 2 Elite. I really want to stay with Ludwig's team and see if they can make it through here with Ludwig's death, but it's just showing how far behind that Silent team is, unfortunately. It's just not going to look good, but it does look like Ludwig's going to fall here. Ludwig's not making it past turn 1, and he was one of their big damage dealers.
No.
Again, it's only minus
it's-
5, and they're potentially finishing first. He puts a dex potion on himself, Lud. You can throw that on one of your
No.
allies. If you're not going to live, at least help somebody else, man.
If he dies, he dies.
What are you doing?
Wait. It might be that somebody lowers the strength of the enemy. No, Ludwig goes down,
falls.
unfortunately. Yeah.
Everybody else
Without
is
his
really healthy,
ability
though.
to multiply the vulnerables and deal damage himself, he's kind of capping the team a little bit.
Oh my God!
2,000 damage, however, is a compelling argument as to why they're fine.
It's already over. It's already 31.
I've never wanted
That
a
is
Red Bull
ridiculous.
replay more in my fucking life.
Beautiful. This is exactly what I wanted to have.
That was a really good run.
Oh my
I don't
golly
think
god,
I've actually
gosh
seen
dang.
live that much damage ever.
I mean, the Ironclad does have the card 1-2 punch, and that was quite literally a 2-shot.
Wow.
Congratulations to the Smash Bros. They finished last place in terms of time for the last round, but they finished this run in 32 minutes. 32
It's maddening.
minutes.
It's actually maddening.
Zero
it's ridiculously
deaths.
fast.
They are awarded.
Except until the end.
Oh, sorry. One meaningless death because it's a person that we don't really care about, died a miserable death, and we all kind of are laughing and pissing on his grave. That's just like what people are saying. I'm not saying this. I was just reading what people were saying in the chat. That was all that I was reading. I
Looking
didn't
at
even
Platypus
notice
right now.
I didn't even notice that the bomb squad that finished quite well last round is actually farther behind than our silent team and is still in Act 2.
Something must have taken them a little bit of extra time. We're now currently seeing the Prism, the enemy that got reworked.
Personally, I
Well,
don't understand how
isn't it
people
like they're
play with that
handling it
much
fine?
screen shake, man. Playing with that much screen shake just makes me...
Keeps them away. Not everybody's got a Red Bull handy.
True. But we are now going to be looking at type 1 in chat. If Scootish is greater than Frost Primes in terms of sexual attractiveness, that is actually specifically what their team name was in. Just couldn't fit in the box, as you can see. But they are going to be rounding out this fight. No death stack too, so they have scaled up. They have scaled up quite significantly. I really think that they are doing quite a lot better, and that's what the silent does. So regardless of,
I do have a concern, however.
Sure.
We see that they've not gone the poison route. If they are relying a lot on ships, that could really backfire later. And are
oh my God, are we about to see a triple death turn?
no.
How much HP does Quinn have?
No.
Is it enough? We know that 2 are dying here because they're not finishing this off.
Fine. I think we kill. I think we can survive and kill next.
Come on. They
133
are saying right
damage.
now that they think next is it.
Owie! That's a
That's
double
3
death.
deaths!
Double death. A double-decker death, if you will.
Oh, it's double, actually, not
Oh
3.
my God. And that's not even the final boss. So beating this boss does not give you the plus
If we wipe here, we're
a
What is
billion
happening
points.
with our elephant friends? Are they burning too bright?
I'm alive at
Are they
Yeah,
misassessing the risk?
Taking too much time looking at their maps. Quinn Jammin is at 1 HP. Will heal 6 from the Ironclad's passive relic. 7 HP for 3 players on this team going into what is the most deadly boss. Can the Elephant Sanctuary actually get through a run of Slay the Spire 2?
Or will they get stomped? I've been waiting for that one for a little while.
Oh, because of the card Stomp, because they're all playing Ironclad?
doing so good.
No, because the elephants stomp you.
Nah, we're waiting.
Oh, he's smarter than me. He's smarter than me. I was going to get people to boo you. I don't want you to boo anymore.
All right, okay. So far, we have a little bit of everything, honestly. We did not get a lot of character variety. It seems the strategy, we called it out from the start, was mostly around vulnerable. But this enemy is one of few enemies in Slay the Spire 2 to have a status effect that prevents debuffs. It's called Artifact. It's that little cogwheel that it has below it. And for the first few turns, you need to apply debuffs and get rid of it before the debuffs really kick in. And it's exactly what we are seeing our friends do right now.
Really does say something about society that you could pick any character from any different walk of life, and most of the people pick the white man to play.
Wait. I think he's got white hair. I think his skin is green, but it might be debatable.
True. He's green. No, you're right.
Yeah, we
Sorry,
all
I
have
see the hair.
headcanons about this characters anyway.
He'd vote for Donald Trump. It doesn't matter, you know? He's...
Well, either way, he is very, very dead right now. So if you don't like him, this is a good day for you.
yeah, this
Team
is
Japanese
not
import
looking
is
good.
not looking super healthy right now.
Once
they don't
again.
seem to have had such a clean deck
I
and solidified strategy that we saw from Team
really-
the Smash Bros.
I really don't want to kick them while they're down because they are now going to be dying twice. But also, imagine losing to Ludwig's team.
Oh man.
That's the real kicker here. Is it's not just that you're dying, but you're fucking losing to Luds.
Right? Yeah.
Well,
That stinks.
I think a lot of emphasis needs to be put on the fact that the captain has done an amazing job steering the wheel and taking the ship to a safe harbor. But this does not look safe at all. These are very troubled waters. We still have 2,000 HP. I don't see a clear scaling idea.
He's got 6 health and he's building around taking damage. He's got Rupture in play and he's taking 1 damage at the beginning of every turn. It's not really what you want. He draws the Colossus on a turn that the enemy's not even attacking. They are dealing a good amount of damage. He's going even lower,
Yes.
by the way. Is he trying to go
Oh my
infinite this
God.
turn? Is he trying to just end it all right now and by all of it, not himself? He draws the Bloodletting again, which if he clicks on accident will kill him.
Yep.
Does he have enough? No, he does not. Now, those Withers don't deal damage to you. Or they don't make you lose HP, they make you take damage, which you can block.
So he can
But-
block. Yeah.
Look, he takes 1 damage at the beginning of his turn.
Ooh, Bran
He's got a
cannot be
brand
used
in
anymore,
hand.
right? It's 2 HP from Bran, or is it 1?
It's 1. It's 1 HP. It's 1 HP from Brand, 2 strength. I mean, those bullies are dealing 100 damage apiece. He's got the pen nib coming up.
Do we need to call an ambulance? And if so, for whomst?
Yeah,
This is
what the
honestly
heck
so
is
exciting
going on
and-
in front of us right now? I am glued. It looks like he's dead. I don't see a way that he's getting out of this. I don't see the line here, man. I really don't.
Is it time for everyone to go in his chat and remind him that he has a 20 damage potion that he could throw to do absolutely nothing?
He's still drawing.
come down
and
to
if
that?
anybody can do it, it's this man. He's got the grit. Daddy Q's not living. Switch SSB not living. It all comes down to this. He can't.
He
He
cannot
hovers over the
utilize it.
bloodletting.
He cannot utilize it.
Oh my God! It might be better here.
Are we going again?
I mean, we can. We still have time.
They're already talking about potential reruns here.
151 damage. They got so close. So
Oh, this is
close,
Actually,
man.
gutting to watch. No!
Could he have potentially lived this turn if he had played Colossus?
No, I think if we're running.
But he would have died next turn to the Inferno damage anyways. There's probably a way to live one more turn, but was it enough? He had so many Withers in his deck. That's just crazy. Yeah, that is just so sad. They will
It's
still be
generally
able to play,
heartbreaking to see because such a fast pace
Yeah.
went so well for so long, but then it came to a halt when things got so tough.
Yeah.
And
you
we
look
actually
at
had to
this,
play so slow.
in contrast with Jackie's team now that is sitting
Yeah.
here with smiles across their face. Look at Jackie's beautiful smile.
Yeah.
37 minutes, 31 seconds they finished in.
That's
And that's
crazy,
the
by
difference
the way.
of whether or not that's the difference between you losing right at the end or you making it. That is heartbreaking. Genuinely heartbreaking.
Yeah.
We still
It's
have
5
a few
minutes
more
slower
teams.
than some
Let's
of the
go
other
take
ones,
a peek at how
but-
our Silent is doing. Let's see how the Silents are doing now that they're well into Act 3 at 41 minutes on their run. They all look relatively healthy. I mean, like, again, the Silent gets to this part of the game and they are able to just spam so many cards. Now, the problem is whoever's perspective we have on the screen right there, we had them spamming shivs. And what is the
Yes.
Silent going to do when they come into the Aeon Glass as their second boss and you spam a bunch of shivs and just for playing a one Blade Dance, which is 5 cards, it almost
Wait,
gives you a
wait.
Wither by itself.
But they do have the Lucky Fish relic, which gives them a little bit of gold, which they might use to get a plane ticket and fly to a different city where they might find a different boss.
to say, where the fuck are you going with this, man? What the hell were you fucking saying, man? Holy shit.
No, you're right. It's looking really, really dire
This guy
for
is
them.
playing 40 chess with his jokes. I was like, people already asking you if you were doing porn acting earlier when you were asking what specific enemies do. But no, that was good. That I actually like that one. That one was a lot better. Yeah, I mean they're doing good now though, and they're not far in the back. They're playing consistently, and again, I don't think anybody's
48
died.
Damage from the boss coming right up, even though it's weakened. Everybody, it could be doing more damage.
That's insane. And is that because this player actually
Tank?
has the tank card? So they're making it so
So-
everybody else takes less damage, but they take double. I believe that's
Yeah.
what they're using right now is they are literally tanking for their allies so that everybody else, if we go to another person on this team's perspective, they'll be showing a lower number, I believe. I believe that is what he's using.
It's so
They-
unfortunately what we just saw happen here. So unfortunately, we did have the brightest flame, and I think our player utilized it. which gave him energy, but it didn't really draw anything because we were already prevented from drawing extra because of the battle trance. I don't know if that was a misclick in the heat of the moment, but
Yeah. And interestingly enough, too, I just lost my train of thought. Eat my ass. I just fucking completely blanked.
no worries.
That is not
at
the
all.
current
No
deck
worries at
there.
all.
That is not the current deck production. That is whatever the last run is.
No. That one of these ironclads is actually disguised.
Well,
And
they
this
win. They
guy's-
made it through with no deaths.
Regent. Amazing.
They made it
Well
through
done.
with absolutely no deaths. So
That was a little close.
yeah, I mean, they didn't do bad. They're going to be finishing it up. And if you see these points at the bottom as those multipliers hit,
That's ridiculous.
that is getting incredible. Box Rue Lee service, which I don't think we saw a single time. Maybe we can grab a replay from them after this game.
We
We
have
didn't see a
missed some of the
single
action.
moment, but I did see the replays from Twitch chat where it was these guys are dealing 5,000, 8,000, 10,000 damage over and over and over again. Like they were just dealing so goddamn much. So I'm excited to see potentially a replay of what they were doing. It's so sad to see again so many teams sitting here at the end and just chilling and waiting after finishing the run so quickly, and then seeing the Elephant Sanctuary just back at the beginning because they got so close.
Well, to be fair, they did put up a good show. Now that they have two suboptimal, unfortunate ending runs to learn from, they can go into the third round with a renewed strategy and perhaps a different approach. And let me remind everybody, the next round is bigger. It counts for twice as many points as the first round, which means that a good performance there could put them all the way to the top. And they don't need to be number one. They can just be number two, and that would already put them in round 4, where the two best teams will face off against each other. Is that right?
Yes, and just to let everybody know what round 3 is, this is the round where they don't get to use strategy. This is every single person has to press random. So you can once again roll into 4 ironclads and do exactly what you just did. Or you can run into 3 regents and 2 necrobinders. That's 5 people. There's 5 people on these teams now. But you could run into a not so good combination of characters or people playing things that they're not quite comfortable with. And all of a sudden they are put between a rock and a hard place of not exactly being able to perform on the characters that they're comfortable with. So we've seen people in their comfortable places. We're allowing them to shine and show their 3.8 thousand vulnerable, clippable screenshots that they get to now post all over their social medias. But the next one could mean carnage and death.
Okay, we're starting to get a little bit of an insight into how exactly the strategy of our silent team is shaping up so far. And our friend here, Nandre, has Knife Trap, a really, really powerful card that takes every ship you've ever used in the fight so far, whether it's 1, 10, or 100, and plays them all back to back. There are a couple of relics that could make this genuinely insane if we are lucky enough to find them before the final boss. It looks like whatever path they take, they will have at least one more elite that will yield a relic. But once again, we are looking a little bit worried about the Aeon Glass possibly destroying their decks with
It's going to
status
be
cards.
really interesting.
There's going to be Bloodbath. Oh my god! Is duplicating our deck here a good idea to avoid drawing into
To avoid
crazy amounts
redrawing
of...
them, yeah. To avoid
Yeah.
redrawing them potentially.
But
It's
Oh,
also a
we don't take
little
it.
bit risky, just because it's like if you have you're wanting to draw that brightest flame 1,000 times per combat, and now it's going to be buried under 65 cards.
Oh my god. By the way, we just had a really great turn 1 with Bullet Time being in our hand, allowing us to play everything else, and Brightest Flame 2 maybe once we have used up a few cards. Now I have a question.
Yes,
Tell me,
hit me.
the Soul Nexus, this elite, it's a bit of a joke, right? Has he become any stronger over time?
Yeah, so this is like one of the problems that people have had with Slay the Spire 2 whenever they mention a little bit of criticism is the fact that there's a lot of enemies in the game, specifically in the elite variety, that just hit you. And that was actually why people were really excited when the Prism got reworked this last patch, because they were that Act 2 enemy that just hits you. They don't do anything interesting. And that's kind of what this guy is. He kind of feels like a placeholder. He also doesn't feel like he belongs in this act, right? This act is all about like cyberpunky mechs in automatons and things like that. that. And we have it confirmed via the devs that they are going to be...
Wait. Can we say worldwide exclusive reveal? It just has a bit
No.
of
This is
flair.
stuff they've talked about. That they are going to be doing alternative acts for both Act 2 and 3, similar to how they have the 2 different acts for Act 1. So I feel like this guy, whenever he gets changed, might just be moved over to whatever the other act
He
is.
really is gonna catch a plane to a different act.
The callback is real. Yeah. Yeah, he's going to be dipping out and going to somewhere else. So that's what I imagine.
Oh
it's just
my
because he just doesn't feel
God.
like he belongs. That's not been confirmed, but just in our own speculation. Again, that's where I think the Doormaker is going to go. He doesn't really fit into the automaton. He's more of like a mystical demon, just like the eye guy is, you know?
And
we're
Japanese
back in the
export
Act
has
1
gone so
boss.
fast.
Yeah.
I have bullets.
They still have like a decent amount of time. It's probably I don't know exactly how much time they have, just because of how it's however long their last run started or ended with, and then now that they started their new run, it just compiles on. But yeah, it's interesting to see the stark difference. And I can't imagine that morale is super high, and that really does have to suck.
Yeah, nothing goes to plan, and you had high hopes. It is frustrating. It is frustrating. I'm sure we've all been there. One nice thing they have going for them, though, is that since they've had a chance to look at the seed, we now give them an opportunity to make different decisions and see the plan B, plan C. We see that, for example, some of the cards that our friend Japanese expert had already picked, Jason, were already in his deck with the same exact enchantment. So they might double down on what worked and try to change what didn't. If they're fast enough, they might just make it work.
And another thing they have going for them, they're all quite funny.
Shiv cards, I'm sorry, they were scales.
Oh, don't say that. Don't say that, Frost. That's what you say when... Yeah, he's funny. He's funny. What do you think of Frost? He's funny.
Hey, I know that I'm
Worthless.
extremely funny because my wife agreed to marry me, and the stark difference between the two of us in terms of visual appearance is I am not quite in her league. So at least I know that I'm funny,
Well, I can confirm that you are definitely very, very far out of her league. But it's really lovely to see that so far we're doing great on the second phase of the test subject. This is not a fight that punishes so much our character cast, but
Yeah, I mean, this character loves, or this boss loves to do the multi-attacks, and the 4 silence, the silent does something better than any other character. It's reducing your strength. Piercing Whale's
There it is, the
malaise.
Piercing Whale.
Yeah, it literally just trivializes it. You were talking about how weakness earlier applies to everybody in your team. Piercing Whale literally just giga nerfs every single enemy into oblivion. And look at Common Bagel just sitting there holding that card,
them holding onto
waiting
it. Yeah.
to see if they can kill it so that she can save that for the next turn. But nope, she's going to play it safe, knows that they have another boss that's probably going to be a lot more of something to deal with. Every health matters here.
Yeah,
Their
and we still
coach
have
is
phase
the
3,
lowest,
don't
though.
forget.
It's tough out here.
Okay, so in a turn where the test subject is dead, you cannot attack it, but you can still do a little bit of prep and maybe consider scaling if you can. Oh, my lace here comes.
Oh, I
Clutch,
It could be amazing
clutch,
here.
Clutch. 33 damage to 18 damage, almost in half.
used one defense.
And this is, like I said, this is where the Silent thrives. And the Silent has
Yeah, will
multiple
they-
cards that buff her allies in terms of block. And the Silent is just so good at this. So we saw them struggle, not be quite as fast in the early game. And now here they are just getting to just waltz through the finish line, kind of. But again, they do have one more big obstacle in their way, and it's that final floor.
Wise.
Yeah, they seem to have saved some potions and some resources for it, which is nice, I guess. But it's gonna be tough. It's gonna be tough. I honestly am cheering and I'm rooting for our Silent team.
Normally, you would think that vulnerable potion that Comet Bagel has is not that good of a potion for a final boss, right? 3 terms of vulnerable
But they
on an
do
enemy
have
that has
flanking.
well,
and
2,500
so much-
HP. But what are they doing? What did we just talk about that they're doing? They are consistently applying weakening. They're consistently applying strength down. And that final boss has a lot of artifact to get through. And so if that potion is potentially used as an artifact stripper, it could be a decent usage.
Just don't bother.
You know, it's not a terrible way to play around it.
Remind me, the shuriken is the one that gives strength, right? It's not the one that gives dex. So
Yeah.
we see right now being in use so liberally. Every single time it procs, it's given strength, and we see that Opum has gained 12 extra strength from it.
Hold on, I might be able to.
And there goes
all of that added
the
up.
test subject's final
Okay,
boss.
this is the
clock.
moment.
I want to stick right here, and I want to watch all 2,782 HP go down, tick, 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 because you know this character doesn't do it fast. They immediately drew Expose, by the way. Expose is one of the most broken cards in multiplayer because Expose literally says remove all artifact, all block from the enemy, and then apply vulnerable. But the two things that scale in terms of how the enemies work in this game is they scale in health and they scale in artifact. And so normally this enemy has like 2 to 3 artifact in single player and then like 20 fucking artifact in multiplayer. Gone immediately. So kind of helped out immediately at the beginning of this fight. But will they be able to punch through it? Will they be able to scale up? Because in order for somebody like Opum that we saw had that shuriken to scale, they need to play about 752 shifts, which is going to give them a lot of withers into their deck.
Nice. Flanking.
Right, prowess comes in, increasing
You can hear the communication too.
Yeah, increasing the damage, and we're doing 60 damage a shift.
Holy.
Oh my god.
Also, just want to give a quick shout out to Ozace in chat that just gifted subs. That's my IRL friend. We've kissed on the lips too.
Okay, friends, find out just how many people Frost has kissed on the lips by the end of this broadcast. It's one of the
I have kissed
viewer
more men than
retention
any other
tricks.
gender.
Wait.
Okay, so far, what's your take? They're looking pretty good, or open maybe a little bit
But you
scary
can see
within
that
range
you
of a
can
big attack.
Yeah, you can see that damage is starting to tick down from those withers. Nandre started to get hit, and as this guy scales, they need to start dealing a little bit more damage. The flanking comes out. They've got the great communication. You can hear the comms. They keep calling it out every single time. Double flanking. Double flanking.
Double flanking.
It multiplies the current turn damage, by the way.
What?
Yeah. So that is ×4 damage that you are doing.
Oh my god, we're seeing shifts play for... I just saw a strike hit for
132
100.
shift, 78 damage shift, 54
What?
damage, ricochet, 44 damage,
Oh
156
my
damage
God.
shift. Get him, baby! Team
I'm on
Silence
my knees.
makes it
I am a
through.
believer now.
A little bit
They
slower
didn't
than
even
everybody else,
sweat.
but you see Nandre pop off, rightfully so. If we could possibly drop into that call, I would absolutely love to just give them a congratulations on being the one team to pick something new. Yeah, that is just absolutely incredible and awesome and cool. Shout out to, once again, type 1 in chat if Scootish is greater than Frost Prime, because they're proving it time and time again that they are. Guys.
Frost, I think we lost you, buddy.
I just wanted to say
don't know if that's just me.
congratulations. I don't know if you're aware. You're the only team that didn't pick the Ironclad.
Yeah, we are.
I
we're-
was told this.
Yeah,
You are the GOATs. The fact that you did
Oh, okay,
so
okay,
well
my
with
bad.
that, and you also had to fight the new Aeon Glass. Just want to say
I do have a dodgy headset right now. I wasn't sure if I just lost it.
Also, did no one else fight it? Or what?
guy?
Did no one else what?
You guys, were we the slowest?
You said you also had to fight Eon Glass, as if no one else.
No. Other people had to fight.
Nice to meet you, man.
Oh, hey,
All right, do I need to
Andre.
entertain the stream right now while they're having a chat, or do they hear them as well?
30 minutes, by the way.
Yeah, Smash Bros. actually finished in
Okay.
like 32 minutes. It was crazy. They had like,
Oh.
Crap,
Yeah.
I feel like
yeah. The Ironclad, you were able to get,
Andre on this.
you were able to get 4,000 poison or 4,000 vulnerable on the enemy.
Oh my god.
Holy.
Yeah.
Wait,
I
did we
should've
get
gone for
last?
Clad,
Did
it's
we
fine.
finish last?
Time
That's what I
wise,
was asking.
technically, Elephant Sanctuary died again. Okay, whoa!
It's
Don't be
fine.
laughing.
I mean, I just laugh at.
They should bring that up on the next
That's my
Slay the
greatness.
Spire podcast. I think should be the first discussion thing.
Yeah.
Would be why did Team Elephant Sanctuary die so much?
Yeah.
Do they not want the elephants to be saved?
Yeah.
My ego with more.
All right.
I'd watch that episode.
Just wanted to say congrats, guys. You guys are playing really well. Scootish, everybody is
Are you
loving your
proud of
performance.
it?
We
Last-
are.
last time,
I
are you
have
proud of it?
glazed you about 1,075 times. I've just done
Well, are you
everything
proud
except
of me?
physically sucking you off.
Wait, did you mention that Scootish said he has a 4 streak on A10? That's actually crazy.
Yeah, no, you're doing really well, buddy. Like genuinely, I'm actually really proud of you. So, congrats.
Yay.
Keep going. Good luck in the next round when you don't get a character that you're good at. Okay, bye.
I'm gonna get a character I'm good at.
What the? What is this guy saying? Scootish got it.
You
What
had
little
to just
goofballs, man.
plant the seed of doubt there a little bit, huh? You don't want their confidence to get out of control.
Hey, isn't tangible?
I got food delivered.
Oh, I need some big block. Okay.
It's dinner time for me,
And
baby.
Give another player 3 energy.
Enjoy
Come
your
on.
meal. Now, I think
Who wants it? Who wants it? Anyone can do anything big with it?
I can't do anything.
I think it is a little bit rough for Japanese expert to be getting so much heat. The truth is, dying multiple times is something that we expected every team pretty much to go through. This is still Ascension 10. It is pretty devilish levels of difficulty. And the fact that nobody else other than one team has died before beating the final boss is honestly a little bit of a miracle, I would say. The teams are overperforming and I think exceeding some of our wildest expectations. It honestly didn't really good. I didn't have any food ordered, unfortunately. But I still have a little bit of drink still.
Guys.
Yeah, I'm excited to see
It's really bad.
how far Elephant Sanctuary get in this run, because they're still not incredibly far behind. I think that their chances of getting first or second and getting to the finals might be out of the picture. But I still think that they could finish a lot higher than people might suspect. The double points in round 3 is going to be genuinely incredible.
Oh wait, no, I have intangible.
Genuinely
pop off?
incredible. Yeah.
Do you think their strategy would have paid off if they somehow managed to make it clean to the end, just because they were so fast?
They would be in first place right now, I think.
Oh, that's how.
I think if they
Or did they just avoid? Did they avoid too many elites, or did they make other choices that are hurting their scoring?
We lose 5 points.
I don't know what it came down to, piloting error or coaching error or specific player errors. Not exactly sure,
It's
but
5 points for someone alive.
yeah, they definitely would be in first place right now with how fast they finished that first run, and then they were on pace to be in the top 3 finishers for that second run. So it's just a damn shame. But that's what happens, you know? Like you that's what I wanted this tournament to be at the end of the day. You play fast, you play risky, and you might fucking die if you just step right over that very, very unsure line of where the cross between too much risk is, you know?
Yeah. We're looking at a very difficult next turn, possibly, by the way, for Wavy. We're in the range where one bad attack will kill us, and he needs to block for about 30.
4 times.
Crazy damage, however.
Pretty good.
When in doubt, the best offense is just killing the guy in front of you.
Big. Good job.
It
guys.
worked
Good
out.
job.
It's now
It's
down
the
to the final
American way,
boss.
baby. The American way is if I just kill you, you can't hurt me. And that protects me. And that's my rights.
This is making me very uncomfortable. I expect my door to be kicked in and for intervention to happen any minute. Pray for me, Chad. Pray for me. But don't pray for this team because they're doing great. Despite
Make a
the
call
low
right now.
HP.
Do you think anybody's going to die in this final fight on the bomb squad?
Yeah, I think Wavy's maybe done for. There's just not enough. Like, no one's really played super defensive, I think, so far. And this boss's 3000 HP is just something that takes time. I think so far the only team that really just broke the mold seemed to be that we could see at least was the Smash Bros. And we also have a good idea that Box release service also did something similar, even though we did miss some of the action, right?
I love your dedication to pronouncing their name correctly, because every single time I say it, my dyslexia makes me say somebody else's name first. So you've got it down. Ooh, this is a bit of a rough turn here for Platty. He's got no defense, not taking a death blow, and does have a fairy in a bottle. So an extra life there.
Yeah.
Probably not going to be going
However,
down
if you
anytime
die
soon.
with fairy in a bottle, does that count as a death for the tournament?
No.
Oh, well, that does make it a very, very powerful thing to have. Can you give it to another player if they're
No.
about to die?
No. Because there's no playing the potion. It's just
Yeah.
if you have it
It's
when
a
you
passive.
die.
Mhm.
Yeah. That would be really cool, though, if you could just, like, not necessarily give it to him during the combat, but maybe, like, at a campfire, trade your potions around, you know?
So
Matt?
it seems like we are about to find out just how strong Expose was earlier. We saw that the vulnerable started coming in really quickly, but this amount of artifact really has to lead them. What is this, turn number 2? End of turn number 2? Or...
yeah.
And they're still
No,
not
this might be the end
able
of
to
turn
apply
number
any debuffs.
3. Yeah.
Oh god, that's even rougher. Yeah, Wavy was looking in a tough spot, but now some of his teammates are also under 50% HP. They do have some beefy health bars, but still.
Yeah, no, it's oh, the mangle comes through clutch though.
Oh.
Taking it to 0 times 2 damage.
Yeah.
That's good.
Only for one turn, however. The strength comes back, and for this turn, it seems it's going to be giving us the weather debuff that we talked so much about.
And now the
Could this be a
vulnerable's finally going to start coming in. You see, they've got the bash, the molten fist. They've got it all. They can start
really
stacking
wonder-
that shit up.
I really wonder what Skudish is waiting for. He had vulnerable. He could have made all of those attacks potentially hit harder. Was there any decision or?
I don't know. Maybe he's just really shy, especially since you called him Scootish.
As long as Zach doesn't die, I think it's fine.
I'm just messing with you. His mouth.
Oh,
Sorry,
I'm,
I'm still eating, so I'm letting you take the
Oh,
reins.
so sorry. Yeah.
I might die.
Would have been really funny to reveal that I have face blindness, but no, that is actually on me.
I'm dead this turn, actually.
Ooh, Wavy calling that he's dead this turn, but somebody said wait, and you can see that they're hovering that demonic
Not
shield.
yet.
Demonic shield says take 1 damage and give another player the same amount of block that you have. So you can essentially duplicate your block to another player.
No, identifying the line.
And there you go.
Okay, nice.
So how often does Aeon Glass block here? Because that 100+ block looked demonic to get through.
I mean, don't play.
He's got his own demonic shield. You couldn't have said it better myself. And they just don't seem to be scaling fast enough. Wavy currently sitting on a pen nib
Yep, that's good comms.
that just isn't going off, you know? It just isn't happening. It just they just can't find the damage. I mean, this is what the problem is with Aeon Glass is they're already got those withers doing 6 damage instead of 3. They're way too many turns to still be at 2,200 health. They need to start.
Oh,
Look at that. He knew he was on broadcast. That's me and him. We also have kissed on the lips, if you can imagine. He tries to hide his death.
maybe you should have kissed him a little harder because he was missing a little bit of stamina there, man.
I actually was kissing him to turn him back into a prince from being a toad. So
Okay.
saved his life 1 time already. Can only do it so much.
Yeah, I'm starting to feel really left out. Is there anybody in this cast that you did not kiss?
Well,
You
I
know?
just met Isaac, so
Oh,
give me a minute.
well.
They're fighting over relics again. Do you see that? The rock, paper, scissors means that 2
Yes.
players have decided to take the same relic. They are fighting over relics. We've got Elephant Sanctuary on the right side of the screen, Bomb Squad on the left side of the screen, the 2 teams that are left. And interestingly enough, I mean, I don't know how much time that Elephant Sanctuary has left, but they might actually get pretty far here.
So unfortunate because they have the Molten Fist to multiply the amount of vulnerable. But if you use that card, it's gone forever. And guess what? They are still no vulnerable because of the artifact, which just mercifully now disappears. And we have a bunch of vulnerable in it, which I'm guessing is the prime way Elephant Sanctuary is trying to scale off, like we've seen many other Ironclad teams do so far.
Those withers are about to be hitting for 9, and they are all blinking red on HP.
That is so fucking funny.
But one interesting question, something that could really shake up how this round plays out. How good is the food that you order, by the way?
Oh, I didn't order any food. My wife made this for me, and she brought it braless to me.
Oh, beautiful. And you're playing League on the side as well?
Yep.
That's great, dude. We love our Jessicas. Anyway, what are you eating? Is it a pizza?
Quesadillas.
Oh, damn it. Don't think I've
Now,
ever had. You'll have
look
to,
at this
you'll have
risk
to show
here.
me around.
Look at this risk here. If he plays this pillage, he could draw another 9 damage wither. Is he yelling
Maybe
at his chat right now? What is he barking about? This dude's got so much to say.
Debilitate.
Only one of us got debilitate. When on the last run, I couldn't stop getting him.
W production.
Yeah, it seems that being pushed into a corner really brings an ugly side of our characters. We saw them fighting for relics. We see them place the blame on each other, blame RNG, except take accountability, which is not a card in this game, but it's something that you have to take sometimes. Yeah. It's a shame because Platypus honestly was doing wonderful. Was doing really good.
Wait, now I want a modder to make a mod that just adds changes one of the cards in the game to just be accountability. Maybe
No one
it
would take
changes
it.
one of the curses. It changes a curse to accountability. Look at how deep
Now-
that V is on Blatty's shirt, by the way. You see that? That's every day with that dude. He doesn't know how to button
Oh
a
my
damn
God.
shirt.
Can we give
Look,
them points
it's
for
right
the
like this, man.
showmanship?
Dude,
I think we probably did the worst.
no, I don't. have no idea.
Are they just not ending the turn so that they don't die? That again is a legitimate strategy. It
Yeah,
looks
we
like
did
that's what
mention
is
that this was a strategy.
This
and
is something that you are allowed to do. They're not going to wipe. They're not going to get any more chances to go back and play another round, but we don't need to pay attention to them anymore. They've decided that this is the end. This is where they're going to stop and they're not going to move on. Even though this is the final boss, and as long as all of them don't die, they still can get points. But every single one of them is about to die.
Time this out.
Yeah.
So they've now decided that it is no longer a good idea for them to
Feasible.
play because
Yeah.
if every single person on their team dies, they lose. They do minus points, and every single person on their team was about to die on that turn.
Yeah. We just hit the 7 minutes mark, which means they will be staring at the hourglass, not move for the next 7 minutes. Do we have any other team right now with anything else going on? Could we look at Elephant Sanctuary and see if they're
Elephant
ripping each
Sanctuary
other's
might
throats?
finish before. They might get all the way to the
Let's have a
final
look
boss,
at them. Production.
And
Take
then-
us to Elephant Land.
and then get all the way back, and they're almost to the final boss, and they're looking healthy as hell.
Come on, baby. Give me some.
Listen, did someone just tell Elephant Squad that they have to do 2 runs per round? Because there might have been some misunderstanding here. I'm not sure
Should I take it down?
we got through on the rules. Might have had a little bit of
Like curse, I fucking
mistranslation on the way.
say it. I know.
And if production can tell us exactly how long they have left based on how long their last run is.
Wait,
It
wait,
might not
wait.
be
Did-
exactly
did you,
6
did you just
minutes.
catch? Did you just catch that? We had a dominant become retain. Oh, dude! If only that had happened in the final boss, that could have been so good, right?
Yeah.
That's once again the Choices Paradox relic, the one that looks like a little stone puzzle. Allows you to pick 1 of 5 cards. If it's dominate, honestly, you are mega chilling. Like that sort of luck. Maybe they need it a little bit later or a little bit earlier, depending how you look at it. But yeah, now we see really just how good it is. I've never picked that relic, and I'm now gonna eye it anytime it shows up in my runs.
It is quite good. It is definitely one of the best that Vaku can offer. And this seed was what we said. It is Vaku incoming, and it definitely at least took out one team because it definitely, or now 2 teams technically. Now that Bomb Squad has decided that they're not going to be crossing, over the finish line.
I have a quick question. What is exactly the rationale that you follow to target one of these 3 knights? This is an elite fight, one of the harder ones, and one of, I believe, 3 possible elite fights in Act 3. There's 3 knights, each of them does something different. Which one do you kill first?
Usually you want to go for the back one because in about 5 turns, he's going to deal 40 damage to you, while also he unupgrades all of your cards. And that's like one of the most important things that you've probably done until this point. Honestly, the etherealizing of all of your cards
That's the
that
middle
the middle
one?
guy does, it's not that bad because a lot of the times you still might have some junk in your deck. You play out your good.
We all know what to do. Just put the Vuln on the guy.
Chad, it's round 2, by the way. You
This
play
is-
out all your good cards, and then all your bad cards disappear. You know?
No, I completely agree. And I'm very glad to have survived the CIA subtle guerrilla training that we were just subjected to. I think this will awaken some sleeper agent in the chat.
You know what to go to do. Everybody go to Vegas now. Put all of your money on Red 2. Red 2. That's what you need to do. It's guaranteed.
Bolster the economy.
Guaranteed.
America quite needs it. Anyway, we make it to the final boss in slightly better shape than before with a clearer plan and hopefully a slimmer deck.
But do
Can
they
we
have
make
enough
it
time?
happen?
Do they have enough time to make it through?
3 minutes to beat 2 bosses is honestly outrageous, especially considering I think these are the 2 bosses that I think are hardest to kill quickly. Would you agree that Queen is probably the fastest one?
Yeah, because especially if you have like a solid ironclad build that can just stack that vulnerable, you can ignore the Queen's minion and just go for the Queen as a team. Because when you can stack that much vulnerable, the amount of health that she has really doesn't matter.
Right. Now, we unfortunately have seen that Japanese experts team, the Elephant Squad, does slow down quite a bit when it comes to the boss, which is something quite natural. They will, however, have to put the pedal to the metal in this case.
I mean, they're already through the round 1 of 3 of this first boss, but each one has a little bit more health than the last. Congrats on Quinn, by the way, for hitting his 300 sub goal today. Claps in the chat. We love that for him. He's a little growing boy down there.
Hopefully next turn.
I can maybe.
No, I think I.
Oh my god, I just
Yeah, round 2 shouldn't be that bad. The only negative here is if somebody didn't get off like their strength scaling, their dominate, because you do have to reapply all that vulnerable, right? And you,
Yes.
wow.
Whoa, we're seeing big numbers here.
Wow. That was
What the hell was that? We need a replay at once.
that was probably a conflagration dealing 1,000 damage 1,000 times, or a whirlwind or a fiend fire, something like that.
Yeah, something was burning up.
Yeah, somebody burned their entire deck.
Oh, but it's coming down to just a couple minutes left. I don't know if our production can give us a look at the timer again, but I reckon we're about 2 minutes left.
Yeah, I mean, it's going to come down to every second matters here, and they still might actually end up with a decent amount of points, because, again, finishing that final boss for them, it is going to be 25 points, but it's not going to, they're not going to get any finish bonus because they are at most finishing in 7th, right? And 7th gets you 0
2
points.
minutes. They have 2 minutes.
They got it. They got the damage here. Trust. I believe in them.
Oh my god.
Wait, does he have an infinite? It looks like he might have found an infinite, so that's definitely dead this turn. They've just got to get into the next fight and start fucking swinging. They've got to break through all of that vulnerable, and then they've got to do it. They've got just a couple minutes left.
They've got a minute. By the time the fight starts, they've got a minute left, and there's 3,000 HP to get through, and several instances of artifact, which means you
He's
cannot
got
even
a
begin
thrash
to
to be able
apply.
to super scale. Watch, he can put that thrash on the bludgeon. He can absorb the bludgeon, which the next time he draws it is going to do an additional 32 times 2 damage. Unless it was upgraded, I didn't look.
This would be insane if any of us right now were good at math. Unfortunately, we're just going to have to pretend that we can visualize that number and trust that they can get through. But honestly, end of turn 1, everyone has ended, and we still have only stripped 1 artifact. And there's 50 seconds left. A miracle has to happen here. How is it happening? Tremble comes in.
Baby. There it goes. And now they've got the Molten Fist stacking. HP doesn't matter here. All you have to do is realize if you're about to team wipe and you just press no. But yeah, this is the turn where you take no, or you can't deal any damage because you get -3 strength, -3 dexterity. Will they be able to scale enough? 30 seconds left on the clock. They're slowly making decisions. They need to play a little bit faster. Exhausts most of his hand with an Ashwater so that he can draw back into only his good cards. Japanese export needs to, you know, most of these expert players,
There's no
the one
way
thing that
there's
they're bad at
17
is
seconds
playing
on the
quickly.
clock. The trash comes in, now dealing 1 billion damage. Is it enough? Is it enough? Somebody tell them they have 5 seconds to do this. Because honestly, it might make the difference. They have 1 second. They hit for 100.
We should be there.
Another
If
100.
their in-game timer is slightly over what? They have 1 minute left, we're being told by production. They have 1 minute because they had to restart, we're going off of their in-game timers. So that timer up in the top left is for our looking, so that we know roughly how long is left in the round. They have 1 minute. So they
Tell us
could,
exactly what is happening right now on Japanese experts' side of the board.
He has gone infinite, and now it is literally an APM difference. Has he ever played StarCraft in his fucking life? Because it is quite literally, play your fucking cards, man. You got 60 fucking seconds.
Really out of time now, so.
No, we're 1 minute. We're good. We actually just ended perfectly.
Oh my god, they might just do it with seconds to spare. They've got this. Go, Jason. Yes. With maybe 2 seconds left.
Oh my god, I want you guys to know that time is up right
He's
now.
done it.
Like, it was genuinely a buzzer beater.
That was
You're still in
crazy.
last place, but that was cool.
Fun.
That was cool. That was cool.
I'm cool with that.
But
Okay,
technically,
but no one else is saving the elephants.
technically,
And we are.
yeah.
you guys didn't get last for the round because one team did not finish because they were going to die. So, not last for the round.
W.
Huge.
That was very
You know
impressive.
what?
That
Yeah.
was very impressive.
Well
we
done.
will get you
I
a
had a
new
good time.
mouse and keyboard after this, Jason. You're probably, if you look at it right now, it's probably like melting. Don't worry about that. We have set a budget aside for that kind of stuff. Impressive display. Generally amazing to watch.
Everybody in chat says that you guys should get 1 extra pity point for that. So I am awarding you the first ever Frost Prime 1 extra point You're still in last place without 1 extra, by the way. But if it ends up mattering, we will take it away
Whatever.
from you. Just letting you know.
Wait. Excuse me?
That was
because it's a pity.
at the end of the
We wouldn't
day.
need
At the
it
end of
if
the
it
day,
mattered, right?
it was genuinely really fun to watch. So thank you for keeping it interesting to the end. It would have been really embarrassing if you just didn't cross the finish line. Now get ready for the harder round. Good luck. Yeah.
Good luck with it, and you're gonna need it.
God.
You're gonna need it.
My
I'm
God.
like really last place, I think.
That
Oh,
was
everybody puts a
just
screenshot?
really last place?
incredible. Otts, how are you feeling, buddy?
Oh, dude, like, I'm sorry, but isn't that just the coolest thing that's happened so far?
I thought that if we were going to get down to the wire like that I would need a Red Bull to keep me awake. But goddamn, did they just make it interesting enough that I am wide awake. I am rock hard in multiple different places on my body. It is good day to be a Slay the Spire viewer.
Yeah. My partner's checking on me, and honestly, it was really hard to keep a straight face during that. But I'm genuinely doing my best. May I need some surgery, some corrective surgery after that?
Yeah.
Yes, the faces I'm making
Now,
today
the
probably tell it
best
all.
part about this is we don't know what production is about to show us for the Red Bull replay of that round because there are so many options. Will
There
it be
were some incredible moments.
Rubok's live service with 4,000 vulnerable on the enemy? Will it be the one-shotting the many times that the Smash Bros did it? Or will it be the buzzer beater that we just saw? Probably not that because we just saw it. But either way, that was genuinely some of the most entertaining Slay the Spire. And a lot of people, honestly, when they were giving me feedback in the lead up to the tournament, they said that it might be a little boring to watch the same character being played by multiple teams. But God,
This is the
damn.
most exciting one so far.
And
it's only gonna get better.
Yeah, that was by far some of the best Slay the Spire that I have ever watched with my friend Otstarva sitting next to me. Apparently, I'm being told by production, we have 6 minutes of replays that we can look at. Maybe let's do 6 minutes, but I would love to look at as many as we are willing and just give me time to pee before the next round. Because my bladder is full and peeing with a boner is annoying. But, holy...
Why did I not do that?
What?
Why did I not do that? It's just something that I'm wondering.
It's because you are you're an involved listener. You make sure
Yeah,
that
as an empath, I empathize
you
with
make sure
European problems. Yes.
Yeah, you make sure that the people around you know that you're listening to them. Yeah.
Wow.
Cool. I'm being told by production that we can take just a quick break before we get into the next round. Chad, don't go anywhere. I am going to run to the bathroom. You go run to the bathroom. Grab yourself a Red Bull or some kettle-head popcorn before we get into it. Holy, we got one more round left, and it's all randoms. My God.
That would be sexy.
I don't think they're dead.
If you could do it.
Only have 926 damage.
Oh,
That was my bully.
I'm pro on our team.
You really just holding out on us.
Alright, they're dead.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Unmovable?
Come on, hit him with the boomer.
0 damage is nice. We gotta kill him.
Okay. I can't dominate and no attacks. Two energy benefit anyone greatly?
I mean,
does do stuff on me.
What's that?
It does stuff
on me. It'll be good on me.
Yeah, energy's good on me too. I can.
My energy is not good on me. Strength is.
Give it.
Okay.
Give me energy.
Okay.
Yeah. So then I'll do armaments. I'll uppercut him so he's weak for 2 turns.
Oh wait, did you give me the strength?
I didn't have strength. I had energy only.
Okay.
Thing's dead, right?
He's dead. He's dead.
Oh,
He's
nice.
Done. Yeah, Jackie, right? Yep. I got a lot. Yeah, I got a lot. Okay. Send
Huddle
attack.
up,
Send
coming
it.
in.
Yeah, okay, huddle up.
Go. Nice.
Finally.
31.
I'm so glad I got a backup mouse.
Woo! Bro, what happened there? What? You got a wireless mouse?
Of that battery, it just stopped, dude. And the panic in my eyes when that happens. Bro, you can't be wireless.
I'm gonna do a lot of damage here.
I'm gonna give you 2 decks bookshelf. I don't know. Seemed like you might need it.
Oh, I should have fucking.
Huge.
I probably don't need it, but I appreciate it regardless.
Okay, no problem. I don't know. Okay, you didn't need it at all. That's alright. Needed to get rid of a potion anyway.
Self-forming play.
Unrelenting.
No.
Alright, he dies. If he dies, he dies. It's gonna
Someone,
be all you.
Someone end. Okay. Yeah, Nickel.
Oh, it's so
Think, right?
Yeah, I'm super.
Yeah, he has dominates and stuff.
Everyone drawing. Everyone's
Why
drawing.
myself because I was
Thank you.
hoping I'd live.
Multi-fisting.
This round was so stressful.
I'm
This was
multi fisting as well.
way-
I'm double molten fisting.
It's not a flaw.
And bashing. Oh
That's
my
killer. That
god,
death
what a
is so
turn.
fucked.
Go. End.
It's already over. It's already over.
31,
Oh,
21.
I don't know when timer goes.
Sorry,
Yeah,
sorry,
it's
I
on the
died.
deck.
Sorry, I died.
God
Nice.
damn. -5 though. Everything else was beautiful. This is exactly what I wanted to have.
That was a really good run. That was like
Dude,
30,
I
31
skipped
minutes.
bully and dominate.
God, that sucks about the fucking -5.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I just had
it's all
zero
good.
You
blocks.
skipped dominate, bro?
Bro, you were every single shop. You were like no questions, and I was trying to read, but it was so scary.
Yeah, Blur's like no questions, but also if you have a good question, ask the
Yeah,
question.
and then you're
if
thinking
you
like, is
don't
that a
know
good
if it's
question?
a good question, don't ask
Kill
it.
yourself.
But you should
Yeah.
ask it if you're taking, but don't ask questions.
I think we were definitely.
Bad. They're gonna make you play worse. I did restart it.
Cred's looking a little bit low here.
Oh, I'm dying, chap.
We should be able to hopefully kill very soon.
Cred, you gonna heal enough?
No, we're killing. We're killing.
Okay,
Oh, I would kill. Oh god, I almost threw there. I was like, I should have been.
It's okay.
Wait.
I got a potion. That's good. Okay.
Oh, I accidentally just.
But it's actually doing 106. I've never misplayed a day in my life. Never.
Okay, I believe you.
I think I play perfect every single day.
That's why you're the captain.
I believe that.
100% of the time.
All right, here comes the molten fist.
Here comes the molten fist.
Here comes the molten fist.
I have 125
Love
strength.
to pull my good parts.
Hopefully, I can just like kill it next turn or something. We're not gonna die.
Hopefully. Let's go sub 40. Sub 40.
My bully does 1,000 damage.
Nice. Yeah.
Sub 40.
Top 40!
I'm so proud of us.
The bully
Me
is so
too.
good.
Guys, that was huge.
He's an arsonist on a noble quest to escape the wrath of the IRS. He's got conflicting positions in the endless fight for queer folks, animal and tenants' rights. He uses his Tesla to flatten old ladies, and he's marrying someone so out of his league.